Welcome to Text Formatting Part 2. Now, let's say that you want to break a paragraph to start on a new line. You may have tried doing this right here, but that doesn't quite work. And let me tell you that there is a tag for that. And that would be the break tag. Let's see how that looks. All right, we see that web browsers is on a new line after World Wide Web. Perfect. Now, I've seen people that will pile these break tags like this to create spaces between different lines of text. That is not good practice. Just go ahead and make a new paragraph like this. And there we go. Those are the two ways in which you can break a new paragraph to a new line. Another useful tag is the block quote tag. If you have a quote on your document and you want it to stand out, and I'm just going to paste a quote that I found on the internet about development, and I'm going to hit save. Let's take a look at that. All right, beautiful. By default, it is usually indented a little bit from the left of where the paragraphs are aligned, but I have styled it so that it looks like this. The block quote tag can also take the attribute of cite, and you can put a citation to the source of this quote. I'm just going to say Twitter. And here we go. Perfect. Awesome. We also have a tag of code, which is just letting the browser know that you're putting code inside of this element. And I'm going to paste some CSS in here just to see what it looks like. All right, and what it did is it put it all in a single line. But the browser by default will apply what is called a monospace typeface. But what if we want to keep our indentation? For that, we have another tag called pre. Now, this code element doesn't really do much for me. I don't really need it. I'm going to replace it for the pre tag. And let's see what that does. Scroll down. All right, so pre stands for pre-formatting. So all the indentation that I gave my code stayed there. Now I don't want all of this indentation that I used to keep my code pretty. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to get rid of all this indentation. And let's take a look at it again. All right, perfect, beautiful, there we go. And that is how you use the code and the pre tag and the block quote. I'm going to teach you one more tag called the quote tag. And for that, I'm just going to replace this mark tag for a Q. This is for a short quote. I'm going to save. As you may have noticed, I did not add these quotation marks, but the browser will add those quotation marks by default. All right, I hope you had fun learning these extra formatting elements and